All right, I have been taking grief about VHS now for 2 weeks. And it's unwarranted, let me tell you. Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. I bet you didn't, well, some of you may have known. I've been away for a week. I'm working on a little bit of jet lag. I was out on the west, I was out in Arizona for my brother's wedding and his new bride. So congratulations to you. If I did everything right, you wouldn't have noticed I was gone too bad. So I'm working on a little bit of jet lag. So's Turner, but we got to get him down here anyways. You know, I put the store on time away mode and we still made some sales. There was actually a couple of days in that big stretch where we didn't make a sale, which is pretty unusual. I think other than time away, there's been just one day without a sale in like 5 years, so pretty crazy. But a lot of good sales and some crazy weird items that sold and some traditional Commonwealth picker items that sold as well. And I've got a few thank yous that I've got to throw out. And I also have something, you know, ever since this VHS stuff that started on the picker channel, on both of those videos we put out over there, ever since that, my inbox has been blowing up with questions and accusations. And so I think some of the accusations are tongue-in-cheek, but some of them are legitimate, or at least people who think they're legitimate. And I want to try to clear it up today in this episode and a little bit tomorrow. In tomorrow's episode, we're going to talk about one of those VHS today that sold for $700, I believe. And I'm going to explain why this one's worth money and the other one isn't, but there's a ton of great sales. Let's take a look. I bought these Groovy Girls over here at a sale that I haven't aired yet. And they were, I think they were a little too much. I didn't want to pay for them. I can't remember exactly what they were, but let's say they were $2 each, something like that. So there's 5 of them. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay $10 for these things. And I did it because I figured we could make some money on them. And they sold for $29 plus shipping. So, Groovy Girls, there you go. I don't know, we probably could have made more selling them separately, but I figured we'd put them together. $29 plus shipping, and we only paid $10, so we made a decent little profit, maybe $15. Want to mention 2 thank yous really quick in this show. We're going to do one right now and one in a little bit from now. So, here's the Commonwealth Flipper channel, which you're watching right now. I remember, and some of you remember if you've been hanging around both of our channels, or 3 of our channels at this point, for a while, you remember me joking one time saying, if we ever reach 25,000 on the picker channel, that was when we didn't have a flipper channel, then maybe I'd quit my job. Well, the little channel hit 25,000 subscribers. And I got to turn the camera off me because if you've been watching, you know I get emotional from time to time. So easier when the camera's looking away. 25,000 subscribers on the flipper channel just absolutely blows my mind. And the support you guys are giving us is amazing. Next item I already grabbed because it was a return. It was a return that said, somebody said that they ordered the wrong one. So, you know, they had been looking at 2 and they looked it up and it was Avengers, but it wasn't the right Avengers. And it got all the way to them. They paid the return shipping. And so I relisted it and it sold really quick. And I think I paid $3 for this at a sale up by the lake. And it's, I don't know what it is, Marvel Superheroes 7610. It's Thanos, I think. And anyway, I'm not going to show it to you. Maybe I'll put a picture if I can get it, if I can remember. But this one right here came back, and I decided that when it sold again, because I had questions about it last time, there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. And I am going to start doing those shipping videos. Winter is almost here, of course, on the Commonwealth Auctions channel. And I'd show you something like this in more detail, but I'm just going to talk about it. 1097. So you can put a 1097 over top of this. 1 layer of bubble wrap, 1097, 1097, and it fits really tight. Or, you know, you could make it a lot easier on yourself and go 1092 and slide it over pretty easy. And every time I show that, and you old-timers out there, you know, you pros, you've been doing it forever, Frankenboxing forever. But yes, you can take regular priority boxes and do whatever the heck you want with them. You just got to put the right dimensions in. Speaking of shipping, had a few shipping tables bought here. Bradley, Jessica, Jennifer, and Andrew bought the plans for the shipping table. So thank you all very much, and hopefully you can send me a picture on Instagram. Thanks. Sold an RC truck, I don't know, battery, $20 plus shipping. And this one came from Appomattox, came from Rich, the storage guy. I think there's only one of this particular type left. Let me find it. No, maybe that is it. Yep, that's it. So these are selling for $20 plus shipping. Not too bad. We are in the pure profit at this point, so I like that sale. Here is a very small profit item, but we have made it multiple times. We still have a few more to go. Here's the other thing I have to talk about. Let me put that over here. So here we go, right here. These, I think these are right. Yeah, this is it. There's a couple different kinds. These only sold for $9 plus shipping, but we are in the pure profit at this point, and I love these things. These are the 6x6. People ask me about these all the time. They say they're not in the affiliate links, and I just checked. They are in the affiliate links. They're about halfway down. Maybe I'll show it to you real quick. So, easy shippers. When you got something like this, you know, these are, I don't even know how much they are, to be honest with you. You have to go look, but I have found this. So, I got them to ship. Let me show you. I was selling so many of the twisted radio waves that, and it took forever because I'd cut cardboard out and whatever. I'm like, I'd just rather pay for a little bit and do it fast. And so I got it for that. But I have found so many uses for these things right here. So, love them. Let me show it to you. All right, here we go. It is, where are we at here? There they are. 6x6 cardboard CD envelopes on eBay. I probably have it in the links on Amazon as well. Those strings sold for $8.95 free shipping, so not a lot of money. And I think, if I'm correct, I was just trying to remember where I saw those first. I think I saw them first on Lonnie's show, on Shed Flips, like over a year ago, I think. So, anyway, I believe that's where I found them. I absolutely love them. This is the... I get a lot of flack for picking up these old garden banner signs, but I just can't help it. Like this one right here didn't sell for hardly anything. Sold for $7 plus shipping. And then people go out and buy them and they're like, they don't sell very fast. I'm like, I know, just don't do it. I do it, you don't do it. I mean, there's nothing to it, right? I'll pay 50 cents or $1. It sells for, this one sold for $7 plus shipping. All right, we're going to get to that VHS in just a second. I have one more sale, but I want to give a bunch of thanks for this as well. So Reagan's not here. She's at gymnastics, but she'll be here later, and we'll do a thank you for folks that bought stuff out of the CommonwealthPicker.com store when I was gone. And then we'll get to these a little later, but we're probably not doing a thank you because we sold 40 of these in about 7 hours. So it's been 9 hours after that video hit. You're going to see this a day or two later, depending on when I put out the picker video this week. And these sold so fast. They were gone. Now, we posted it on Instagram, then I think early this morning. And then that video hit, and it was like 7 hours, and all 40 of them were gone. Well, technically, 36 of them were gone. We still have 4 because I kept it just in case, you know, something happens with the mail. I want to make sure everybody gets one. And then we'll either sell the other 4 on CommonwealthPicker.com, or we will maybe auction them off and do a 50-50 charity split or something like that. Everything's got to sign them and ship them. There's another shout out, 2 of a Kind Custom Designs. Go over and check them out on Facebook, or you can email them, or I think they're on Instagram as well. So they're awesome. So a big thank you to everybody out there. I'm curious about a couple things. Matter of fact, I knew I wanted to ask the viewers a couple questions. So let me do it real quick before we do this one and hit that VHS. So the questions I wanted to ask first was, how many viewers out there have the green one, We Get Things Moving, 1 of 40 last year, and have this one? I'm just curious to see how many of you got 2 of them out there. I don't know why I'm curious, but I'm curious. Second thing I want to ask is something I want to talk about in the weeks to come, in the winter time, when I think I might transition to using a listing app to list on multiple platforms. I do list on multiple platforms already, but I don't do it very much, and I want to do it a little bit more going forward. So I'm asking a lot of you old pros out there, if you use, say, Vendoo or, say, List Perfectly, put your comments below. Tell me in the comments, and just kind of give me a heads up what you like about the one you're using, or maybe if you've used both of them. I'm curious. Sold a video game from the Motherlode. This one's Mario versus Donkey Kong, Game Boy Advanced, and sold for, I think, around 20. I think right on $20 plus shipping. So probably around a $17 profit, but I always round down a little bit here. So $16 brings us from $720 after fees, after shipping, $1,672. And look at how much that we got left, and all the handhelds. You know, I used to tell my history students, I used to tell my ball players when I coach baseball, all my students, I would tell them, hey, you know, pride can lead to some big trouble sometimes. And so when I don't know something, I try not to act like I know it. I just flat out tell people I don't know it. And I've really never used any listing services before, so I figured I would ask you guys. Plus, I already went over today. If you've been watching the channel for a while, I go out picking with Eric, OBX Picker. But he has another channel too, OBX Flips, where they basically list all day with a couple other, well, with 3 other guys, with Leroy, with Tank, with Cernok, and Tim. Anyway, I went over to ask the pros, because, I guess I'm a pro now, I suppose. But I don't sell near as much as these guys, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to go ask these guys what they're doing, and Cernock was nice enough to walk me through it. So if you ever want to have somebody, I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, because they probably don't want people in there asking questions because they're working. But if you ever want somebody to ask, yeah, you can give a shot. Ask them a question over there. They'll probably answer it for you, I think. Unless they're too busy. You never know. OBX flips. All right, I have been taking grief about VHS now for 2 weeks. And it's unwarranted, let me tell you. And again, when you don't know everything, you got to learn it. And so there's really nobody to learn from unless you're going to go to the people who are buying them. And that's kind of what I did. I reached out to a few folks. I had some help over there from Golden State Picker and some other folks giving me a little information. And so basically what I've done is I've tried to figure out, why is this worth money and this is not worth money? That's basically what I've done. And the answer isn't always simple. And I can tell you, I've had people blowing up I even have other YouTubers telling me how, I'm crazy. How I'm sealing videos in the back of the shed here. I promise you I'm not sealing videos. There are some things about it that are extremely suspicious. And let me tell you, a lot of those solds, especially for Disney videos, on eBay are just complete shams. They're not real. But some of them are real. And you need to, I think it's worth it because the money can be so good. And I'm going to explain that a little bit today, just a little bit. And then a lot, well, not about a lot, but a little bit more tomorrow. And as these things sell, hopefully you'll get a little bit better grasp of it. I did this the other day with this Robin Hood at the end of the picker video. I'm going to do it really quick here. This Mary Poppins I listed. If you look at this one, it is pretty common if you go and look at Disney videos over there on eBay. And there's a few things, see that little hologram there? And that thing is intact right there, that little seal. You see there's some damage right there. But this is a pretty common one. I mean, you're not going to get much money. Matter of fact, I think I just put it up on auction just to have a little bit of fun with it. And this one happens to be worth quite a bit of money. And there's a big difference. So there's a few things here. This thing has a white clamshell versus a black one. But when I looked up Robin Hood VHS, Disney VHS, I found all kinds of different titles, all kinds of different covers. And a couple of the very common ones that sell all the time for like $10 plus shipping also sold for $10,000 or whatever. And so when you see those exact same VHS selling for next to nothing and a ton, the ones that are selling for a ton are obviously bogus. But you come across these, and I know it sounds weird, these rare covers, and what you'll see is the pre-owned ones at auction are selling for like $60, $70, well, anywhere between like 30 and 60 bucks for pre-owned ones. And there were black clamshells just like that cover right there. And I saw exactly one video out there that was just like this. And there's a ton of them that look very similar to it, but they're not identical. They're green. You can look at them, and if you look at them very carefully, you'll notice this arrow right here pointing to that target. And it's a different green. It says Walt Disney Productions. It's not a common one at all. It is black diamond, but it is not the black diamond that everybody sells. And there was exactly one of these out there, and it sold at auction for just under $500. I don't think there's any new black ones out there at the time. Since I've done that video, I've had a couple people contact me, and I'm pretty certain that they listed theirs and sold theirs very quickly, brand new ones sealed. And so there were a couple out there of people who were hesitant to list them. They don't know what the heck's going on, and they decided to do it, and they sold. We'll talk about the Dumbo one tomorrow, but I just, challenge you a little bit here. If you're a skeptic, go over there and really look at all of the different ones. Go to solds and list at highest price first, and you'll see some bogus ones there, but you're going to see some real ones there. You're not going to see this one there. Oh boy, now I'm really in trouble. Now people will be like, he says he sold it, but he didn't. Well, here's why. This one actually, I listed it for $1,000. There was none out there sealed like this. I'm like, I'm going to raise the market on this one. And I got a lot of interest, and I got a lot of offers. And I started to communicate with these people, and I tried to find them in other places other than eBay to ask them questions. Now, I wasn't trying to sell this thing off of eBay. I ended up selling it off of eBay because I was contacted by a collector because of my video. And so I don't have any problem. If I'm contacted through eBay, I don't take it off because I don't want to get in trouble. It's just too much money to be lost. But I was contacted outside of eBay about this product, just like I would if I was selling it on Facebook or something. And so ultimately the sale happened off of eBay. And the settled price that we finally settled on, and it was a tough negotiation, was $700. So very happy with that sale. I brought that market up from where it was at, $500, and I learned a lot, and this guy helped educate me a little bit, and he's happy with this deal because this one, he said, he's got all the other ones. This one is very, very hard to find. So, you know, I don't know. To each his own out there. You can be a skeptic if you want, and most of the time when you find Disney VHS that's sealed, it's not worth anything, or it's not worth much. But some of them are, like the Cinderella I sold for $25 the other day. Some of them are worth a little bit more because of rarity. Some of them, like this one, that are extremely hard to find, sell for a bunch. All right, Sophie, it just dawned on me that Sophie hadn't seen her ornament yet, so we figured we'd show it to her real quick, huh, girl, before we shipped them off. So anyway, Turner has a sale. You got a sale out of the Homeschool Hustler store. Who's that guy right there?
Tex Dynaco.
Tex Dynaco. Yeah. That's right. He's the owner of Dynaco, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
You like Tex? He's funny. I like Tex.
I haven't really seen him as much, but
You know, you got chocolate all over your face. Your mama would be mad at me for letting you on this video. What'd you eat in there?
Those Nutella things.
Nutella
sticks.
All right, I have you here because I want you to talk about something, because you've been talking about this movie forever. What movie is this?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, that's right. So I wanted to talk to them about, this is the first one, right? Why you been talking about this one lately?
That one? No,
yeah, well, why you been talking about Ghostbusters?
Because there's a new one coming out.
There's a new one coming
3
out,
more
right?
days.
What's it called?
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Afterlife, and he's excited to go see that because he likes the old school Ghostbusters too. So I thought I'd use this one as an example for some folks. So look up Ghostbusters sealed, and you'll see prices all over the place for various different reasons. But one thing you'll need to look for to talk about resealing, you know, a lot of the ones... What do you want, Sophie? Huh? She's being distracted here. A lot of the ones that have this seal right here, you'll see this one's not sealed. If it was, it'd be a lot of money. See the break in the seal right there. But if that seal is there and then there's a seal on top, then you might have something here. There's different covers. There's, I think, 3 or 4 different Ghostbusters covers. This is the oldest one. If this one was sealed, it could be worth some serious money. Unfortunately, it's not. It actually still has a little bit of value anyways, because I like this kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. And a lot of times, you know, the logo up there, the seals will have watermarks on it and things like that. But go look up Ghostbusters sealed and you'll see crazy comps all over the place. But this is the one with the highest comps. And they have, I think, redid one in 1994 maybe. This one's from 85, I think. Is that when the movie came out? I don't really remember when it came out. I should probably know that. But at any rate, that's the kind of thing that you would be looking for. So go check it out. All right, bud. That's definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1. Actually, save $2. Spend $2 and donate $2.
Why $2?
Because.
Oh, I didn't sell that.
Oh.
We just sold that. So you only get $1.
Oh.
Is that good enough today?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
Just one sale in here. I have 7 more out there, and some of them are pretty cool, so stick around. And I have one more parting shot at you VHS unbelievers out there. So this is a Bugaboo. So I don't even know why I picked it up, to be honest with you. I think the size, let me look. It's a men's medium with no color on it. But it must have been cheap enough that I decided to pick it up for $1 or $2, or maybe $5, I suppose. It sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, so I just realized that I screwed some up on those ornaments. I had the wrong shipping price in. I didn't have United States. I had United States outlying area, and so people paid way too much in shipping for this. So my apologies. So here's what I'm going to do to fix it. And if it's not enough for you, just contact me and we'll figure something out. So if you ordered one of these, I'm also going to include one of these with it. If you ordered both, I'm going to throw in a little extras of some other stuff because you overpaid in shipping. So my apologies. The shipping on these is now fixed. It's down to, I think we're doing like $1.50 or something to ship these. They're obviously really light. So anyway, they're fixed. My apologies. And nobody even complained. Sold 40, nobody complained. So when my wife said that they wouldn't sell for 25, not only did they not sell, we put them out there for 22, I think. And ridiculous amount in shipping, way more, so they would have sold for 25. So I'm going to rub it in. And so you guys are amazing to buy that many with a shipping price that was just way too much and nobody complained. So thank y'all. And like I said, if that's not enough, throwing in that extra for you, we'll maybe throw in some stickers and stuff too. So thank you very much. My apologies for that. But the shipping is fixed on those metal ones. Thanks. All right, y'all. Pepper just came in. Sold another $40 tech deck right here. I think we did free shipping on this. So, you know, it'll cost around $4 is all. How you doing, Pepper? Did you miss me? Huh? Did you miss me? Are you jealous that Sophie's on the ornament this year? So you don't care. You need a Halloween ornament, don't you? All right, here it is. Here is the most often sold item for me for 20 years. At least an item that's not like a multiple, right? This, I don't find like 50 of these, you know, like I'd find, you know, stickers or something. But I bet you I've sold over 100 of these right here. So this is just a pickle keeper. Got this down there at Carol's place. And it sells, you know, it goes out first class. It's not very heavy. I usually just bubble wrap it. Oh, I hate this. I still haven't, I think I ordered one. I need to get a new one. I broke, well, Pepper broke it, if you saw that episode. This one, pain in the butt. But it's about 8 ounces. After packaging it up, it'll go out for 12. If you put it in a box, it'd probably go out for, you know, 14 or so, the 1 pound rate. So, at any rate, that's how I do it. So $15 free shipping. It's not that big of a deal. Not a big money maker, but it makes me, you know, $7, $8 or so. Next item is an item I actually bought on Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it's a kind of a live auction site, and a lot of folks who, well, there's a few folks I know in the YouTube community who are over there doing that. 2 of them I'm going to talk about in just a second. But I bought this for $1 plus shipping, but I think there's some other stuff with it. And I bought it from Carrie over there at American Arbitrage and ended up making some money on it. All right, it's a naked Planet of the Apes guy. So this is Cornelius, I believe is his name. So we sold Yukon Cornelius the other day, and this is Cornelius. Boy, I could get some history lessons into this. I could get some history lessons into that Valentine's Day flag earlier, but I'm going to resist for now. So a lot of people are like, hey, you should do a history channel. I don't know. I got away from it. I'll just throw in some history tidbits from now and again. Anyway, is that Cornelius, y'all? I think it is. So this thing actually sold naked with a missing foot. That, well, not missing, but different foot. Right? I think that's different, right? He didn't have that colored foot. Is this from the 70s? It says 1974. That thing sold for $12 plus shipping. Speaking of Carrie over there at American Arbitrage, he was on he does a little podcast there with Dave, NC Flipper, and there's Paul from Philly Flipper. So I would say that all 3 of these are VHS deniers, but they're not. Paul, I know, has sold VHS for really good money. So these 2 are the culprits right here. Maybe you can go over to their channels and convince them that VHS is worth some money. All right, if you watch my channel, you know I love selling ashtrays. You know I love selling Tupperware. But the one thing I like more than anything isn't a particular product. It's multiples. I love selling multiples. And I don't even care if I'm making, you know, $5, $8, whatever. I think I'm making $8 on these right here. Got these over at Carol's place as well. There's 34 or 36 of them. Teen Wolf masks. I gotta make sure it's not coming apart here. Teen Wolf masks. And they are starting to come apart a little bit. Teen Wolf 2, I should say. And these things, what does it say? 1987. Best year ever. And these are selling for $11 plus shipping. So pretty happy with that. You know, calculate that out times 36. You're making some pretty good money. Got an offer from somebody over there in the UK who wanted to buy a bunch, and I think I'm going to sell them 10 of them at a little bit of a discounted price, plus the shipping, of course. I'm a subscriber to your YouTube channel, and this is the person who bought this right here. This is not from the UK. And reseller myself, I was just watching your video where you picked these up and had to jump over here and buy one. I have a coworker that will be absolutely crazy over this mask, so he's going to give it to him. Keep producing the great content, Jim. Jim, thank you very much. I better let the cat in. Sold the second Nikon lens from the Treated Like Trash sale. And it should be right there. There it is. And this one right here sold for $42. I think it was free ship. So, you know, I don't have a problem doing free ship when it's an item that's this small. This one's going to be definitely, well, not definitely, but yeah, it's going to be over, I think, once it's packaged up securely. Maybe not. Put some padding around that, we'll get that one just barely under. Pretty cool. Pepper's down here at my feet, but here you go, ashtrays. Got these from Carol's place too. I just listed them for $5 plus shipping because this one you'll see has got that little bit of I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. I thought it was rust, but it'd probably clean up. Oh, well. They don't sell for much. So these right here, if you get a bunch of these, you can sell them. This $5 plus shipping, I'll take it for sure. But I mean, I've seen people come across, you know, hundreds of these, and they sell them out there by the tens or something like that. But the ones you really need to look for are the amber glass ones. They sell for really good money. It is on my reselling bucket list. You would think I would have found 50 by now, as much as I look at ashtrays, but I haven't. They're hard to find. Grab 2 sets of these reflectors right here. This is not the one. I think it has 2 yellows. Got these at the, what is it, Rare Plush one, the Stinky Winky sale. Picked them up, I think, for $1/4 a piece. I'm like, these are going to be great. They sell for $17 plus shipping. And I have another one left. Love it. And they're definitely first-class shippers. Hey, y'all. Reagan just joined us. We've had a little pause because we've got tons of deer. How many deer you see out in the backyard?
Oh, 7, I think. And there's one, like, really close.
Yeah, like right outside the cabin, huh? Anyway, Reagan's here, and I told her I would read the names here because there's a bunch. So it's in this order, starting over there. So the stickers first: Shelby, Christina, Mark, and Renee, and Jan for the cup. So, and Renee, you've been a great supporter for a long time, by the way. She said, get this, Reagan. She said, you know what? This shirt would look good if it was blue.
It would look good, but I like the yellow.
I know. We like the yellow for sure.
Because we already have a blue shirt.
I know. Yep. Reagan picked that out. She picks it all out. So anyway, definitely thank all of you. Thank you so very much.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at commonwealthbigger.com.
Pepper's with me. She never comes. She doesn't like to be held, but she's right here. What are you doing, girl? Hey, really quick, I want to give some thank yous out to 2 people here. Do I have this right? Hold on. Let me do it right. Crazy Chris bought a piece of the shed. So thank you. From Germany. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. I appreciate it. And we have one more, and this one is from Heather. Dare to Dream Big 2. Dare to Dream Big 1313. I think that's the eBay store. And you bought 50 pieces of the shed. I don't even, you know, this happens from time to time, and I'm just always at a loss for words. So I don't know. Hopefully we did something to make that money. You know, I know a lot of people will be like, hey, I just sold this VHS for, you know, $800 or $1,200 or $1,500. And they want to say thank you. So, but I don't see that here. But let me read you the message here. Heather says, you guys rock. Thanks for all the informative tips. You and your family are great. We're all, I don't know about that. Love your history lessons as well. So, Heather, Dare to Dream Big 1313 on eBay. So thank you all very much. Thank you for 25,000 subscribers. Thank you for buying those ornaments, even though they were outrageously overpriced. So if you went on there and saw those terribly overpriced ornaments for shipping, my apologies. Some people probably unsubscribed. They're like, this is ridiculous. So anyway, it was my fault. I did not mean to. Right, Pepper? Anyway, thank y'all for everything. As always, we hope you're having great eBay sales. Don't forget to comment below. Tell me if you use any of the relisting services for the multiple platforms, and give me your tips below. So thank y'all, and we can't wait to see you next time.